Okay, in this experiment, I realized it had automatically downscaled the image that was being made in the last setting, and that's why performance was so good. Now that I have it not downscaling the image, performance is back to being pretty terrible. We're losing 93% of all frames due to lag. So yeah, unless I was just willing to severely mutilate the video more, there's definitely an issue here in that even at the what would be the lowest amount of pixels, which would be a square 19 by 19 1920 by 1920 stream, it just does not really work. Yeah, it eliminates really the idea of having equal columns or full columns on the left or right to actually have any footage, and instead makes a plus sign in which the switching back and forth would have to be handled to have the central part decide what is going to be shown and what isn't going to be shown. So if I wanted to show Yu-Gi-Oh, for instance, I would be showing just the central part of Yu-Gi-Oh to the vertical live stream in this case, and I would in most cases not be showing Yu-Gi-Oh at all to the widescreen audience, or at least that central overlap part. Yeah, it almost does make an argument for like trying to have those old-fashioned 3D glasses and say put on the red film glasses if you want to see one screen and put on the blue film glasses if you want to see the other, but that really wouldn't work either. So yeah, I imagine other software like Streamlabs has just figured out how to do this way better than YouTube has. In this resolution, yes, the middle column is being correctly displayed on the vertical live stream, but you are back to mutilating the widescreen footage quite a bit, and that you really would just have to make narrow columns on the left and right to adjust for what people are seeing when I'm showing off web pages and black bar type columns on the top and bottom to show when I'm showing anything vertical, which also showing anything vertical like Yu-Gi-Oh really means I need to squish down the video game footage to kind of an unacceptable level, because you're almost taking it to half the width of what it would be. The delay here is insane. Like, I switched to that view a good 2-3 minutes ago, and the streaming is still tons of rendering lag. Although I'm not sure. Yeah, it's still making a ton of rendering lag. It's not fixing the issue. I don't really expect it to. You know, I can click the reset button and figure that out, and very quickly see that almost 100% of all the frames are rendering or not being shipped, and they're instead being skipped. So yeah. Well, on my computer I may technically be doing 60 frames per second. In reality, I'm probably shoving out closer to 1 frame per second, if not actually 0.6 frames per second. So yeah, none of it really works at all. The next experiment, and I don't think this will work, would be to see if we could stream in vertical, not in vertical, just give up on YouTube